What's up, guys? We're taking a look at some more NBA player props today over on Prize Picks. Coming off of what was a pretty bad day for, I think, everyone. Hopefully you guys' day wasn't too terrible yesterday, but yeah, I got kind of killed yesterday. It was the first bad day in, I think, an entire week. For sure, last week's win streak started last Monday, so yeah, I think we almost went an entire week of really, really good days. But despite that, we are on a 26-13 run, so pretty solid run, 8-4 run in these YouTube videos. Let's continue today and hit some more player props. This video applies to Prize Picks, but also sports books and other player prop sites out there. If you are not on Prize Picks, though, now is the best time to join because Patrick Mahomes is a free square at half a passing yard, available for like 132 hours still. So a lot of time to sign up for Prize Picks. Use the link down in my description below and make sure you use that code DUMG because that gets you a 100% deposit match up to $100. I'm feeling really, really damn good about these two plays, by the way. I'm feeling really, really good. So I'm gonna explain my reasonings in today's video, but if you want to see everything that I'm playing tonight, all my plays are down in my description below with the Patreon link. About 30 of you guys have been joining every single day, which is crazy. There's over 500 members in there. I am now starting today adding NHL on a frequent basis, pretty much every single day for the NHL. So if you want to check that out, the link is down in my description below. Here's a full breakdown of that Patreon. If you are interested in seeing every single one of my plays, check out the Patreon. The link is down in the description below. There are 3 different tiers. There's NFL, NBA, and all sports. With access to the Patreon, you guys get every single play that I play, on top of these plays being ranked by confidence level and write-ups to go with every single prop that I post. Once again, the link is down in the description below, so check it out. So again, over 500 members on my Patreon. Thank you guys to everyone who has been joining. Seriously, it means the world to me. And also, I will be using this tool in today's video. This is the DGF Prize Picks Optimizer. They also have this for Underdog, FanDuel, and DraftKings. Beautiful, beautiful tool. Most of the guys that you see on YouTube and Twitter have this tool, I promise you. Find some really good discrepancies before sites like Prize Picks bump their player props. Like, for example, earlier, Drew Holiday was at 11.5 rebounds plus assists, and this tool points that out for you, by the way. So this was at like a 58% odds to hit, expected odds to hit, and he's actually been bumped since to 12.5 rebounds plus assists. So it's a great tool for finding discrepancies and things before Prize Picks actually gets bumped. So link is down in my description below if you want to check this out. I've been using this every day for like 2 months now, even before I was partnered with them. But link is down in my description below. If you do purchase anything using my link, I believe you do get $5 off and it helps me out. But now let's hop into the video. Let's do this. Finally, just make sure you subscribe, have those post notifications on so you do not miss future videos, and tail turn risk, look into these a little bit more on your own, and always do your own research. But let's start out here in the NBA first half category. I do have an alternative if you are in a sports book that I'm really, really liking. So if you are not on Prize Picks, I still have an alternative that I really, really do like. And let's hop in though. So NBA first half category, this is like a Prize Picks exclusive. Another reason to potentially join Prize Picks. Again, use code DOMG. But we're going to scroll down here to one of the later games today, and I'm going to go with the Warriors here, who are without Curry today. And I'm going to go ahead and go with, of course, Jordan Poole. He's your go-to guy when Curry is not playing, but I like Jordan Poole over 11.5 first half points. If you are in a sports book, I like his over 28.5 points plus assists. Patreon actually got him at 27.5 points plus assists, but I also like him over 28.5. I think he's like a minus 110 on DraftKings, I believe he is right now. So I also love that just as much, but I like his over 11.5 first half points here on Prize Picks for Jordan Poole. Let's dive in though and take a look at this player prop here. We're talking about his points here, but it's pretty much the same explanation for his points plus assists. But anyways, let's hop in though. So he's going to be at home in this one against OKC. Of course, there's no Stephen Curry in this one. That's a big reason, though, obviously, why I like this prop. But it's a 4-point spread and a 236 over-under. So he's at home with a lower spread and a pretty nice-looking over-under. Let's take a look at how the point guard is against the Thunder this season. So if you take a look at how the Thunder are, they're right in the middle of the pack, kind of allowing 24.76 points per game this season. But in the last 7 games, they're allowing the most points per game at 33.1 points per game allowed to the point guard in the last 7 games. You take a look at the assists, they're actually allowing the 6th most assists per game. So that's part of the reason why I do like the points plus assists. Jordan Poole, I believe, is like a minus 130 to go over 23.5 on books or something like that. Something crazy. It's something really, really nice. And he's at 11.5 first half points on the Prize Picks board. It's a pretty nice discrepancy here. And if you take a look at how he's been this season without Stephen Curry, here's his full game log. You can see how many games he's been over and had at least 12 points in these games right here. So like I said, he's a minus 130 to go over 23.5 full game. But he's actually been over this in 13 out of 15 games this season. Actually, I think it was 12 out of 15 games this season without Stephen Curry. He went under against the 76ers with 8. He had 7 against Brooklyn, and he had 8 against the Orlando Magic. So I think it was 12 out of 15 games, if I'm not wrong. He's been over this without Stephen Curry this season. So I really do love the spot right here for him. I think it's a great spot without Curry today, obviously. Should be a pretty good matchup against OKC, allowing 33.1 points per game. And again, I also really do like the points plus assists if you are in a sportsbook. I personally played him on Prize Picks over 27.5, but with him being bumped to 28.5, I kind of lean a little bit more towards the first half points right here at 11.5. So I love the spot for both of those right there for Jordan Poole. I think he's going to have a great game today against the OKC Thunder. Now let's dive into player prop number 2, and this is going to be my favorite of the day, my play of the day. So, by the way, if I don't have a play of the day in these YouTube videos, it's going to be posted over my Twitter, by the way, now, DOMG Props on Twitter. I believe my Twitter link is down in my description below if you want to follow me on Twitter. This will be posted over there, but actually, my play of the day is already going to be in the YouTube video today, but sorry for you sportsbook guys, but this is a Prize Picks exclusive. I usually try to not have Prize Picks exclusive plays, or at least an alternative, but I don't really have an alternative for this one, but this value is so good to me that I have to show it in this YouTube video because I love it that much. So, Jaylen Brown, over 20.5 first half fantasy score. And no, I'm not a last 5 merchant. I know the last 5 looks really, really good, but there's a reason that it looks this good. He's averaging 25 fantasy score in the first half in the last 5 games right here. And the part of the reason this is as low as it is because they cut his full game fantasy score in half. He's at 40.5 for the full game. But that's factoring in the blowout in this game. And this blowout, it's probably going to blow out, man. I mean, it's 11 point spread right here. It's Boston going to Detroit, but it's 11 point spread right there. So they're factoring that blowout to the fantasy score. So if you take a look at the first half, it just looks really, really good for that reason. They're bumping this first half fantasy score down because of the blowout, even though it's a first half prop. That kind of makes sense. But Detroit's going to be a really, really good matchup for Jaylen Brown in this one. If you take a look at how the shooting guard matches up against the Pistons this season, they're allowing the second most fantasy points per game to the shooting guard this season, and the third most in the last 7 games. They are a top 3 matchup this season and in the last 7 games. You take a look at the last 15 if you do want, where they get a little bit better, but they've really just been getting kind of destroyed by the shooting guard when it comes to those fantasy score points this season. Also, if you took a look at his fantasy score game log for the first half this season, you can take a look and just see that he's over this in 8 out of his last 10 games. He's over in 8 out of his last 10 games, and also no Marcus Smart in this game. Without Marcus Smart this season, he's over in 9 out of 11. He's over in 9 out of 11 this season without Marcus Smart. So it's a really, really good looking spot right here. And on top of it, he had 27.5 last time he saw Detroit this season and only 16 minutes. Only 16 minutes. He's been playing about 20, 19, 18 in these last couple games. He had 16 last time and dropped 27.5 fantasy score. So I love the spot right here for Jaylen Brown. I think he's in a great spot against the Detroit Pistons today. It's a really nice matchup. It's got to be a discrepancy. I don't know why he's at 20.5 first half fantasy score. I really think that should be like a lot higher than that because they're factoring the blowout potential to the full game fantasy score. But also no Marcus Smart in this game. Like I said, he's over in 9 out of 11 this season without him. The games we went under was against the Pacers with only 16 minutes and 11.6 against the Hawks with only 15 minutes. And that was in November. That was in December. In January and February without Smart, he's been over this every single game. So I love the spot for Jaylen Brown. Should be a very, very nice matchup. He is my play of the day today. I would be very, very shocked if he went under, but always tail turn risk and looking a little bit more on their own. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you sportsbook guys aren't too mad about that second prop right there with the Jaylen Brown fantasy score. I just love that, man, for Prize Picks. I had to give it to you guys in this YouTube video because that is going to be likely my favorite of the day. Links are down in my description below. The Patreon link if you want to see everything that I'm playing today. Over 500 members are in that Patreon. The optimizer for Prize Picks is down in my description below. That can seriously help you out researching some player props. Again, I use it every single day. I'm sure most of those guys over on Twitter have that tool as well. I actually know a lot of them do. And also, of course, the Prize Picks link is down in my description below. Prize Picks has that Patrick Mahomes free square on the board right now if you are interested in that. I was actually able to cash out on that already, but thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys. Thank you guys for watching. Tail turn risk, and best of luck tonight.